What's the emotions like half an hour after that?
Yeah, it's obviously disappointing, but you know, it was ultimately a pretty fun match. You know, he's a great guy and he deserved it. So, you know, like, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but obviously, yeah, I mean, could have gone either way, really.
Was it disappointing to be booed by the crowd at the end when you feel like you're probably trying your best out there?
Yes and no. Obviously, it's not the greatest thing to hear. I didn't have the best preparation coming into the Australian Open. Pretty banged up, my body. You know, I lost. I don't even know what the score was in the end. Was it 10-8? 10-8 in the fifth, and getting booed off. It's definitely not the best feeling.
Nick, John McEnroe has said he didn't think you were trying at the end. Were you trying?
Oh, mate, my body was sore. My body was hurting. I mean, John McEnroe was it John McEnroe? Good on him. Great career. Good on him.
Excuse me, Nick, may I ask you, what exactly happened when you were up 2 sets, 3-2 and 15 love, when suddenly, okay, the Seppi plays the drop shot, you run, you don't reach the ball, I mean you make the mistake, and you start yelling, and the umpire decides to give you a warning. And then since then the match changed completely. What happened in that? Why you were so furious? You were up so easily.
I don't know. I just lost 3 sets. That's what happened. I ended up losing.
Linda? You seem to be talking to your box a bit about, was it your conditioning or that you've done too much? What was that about?
Poor management, I guess. You know, I think I didn't have the best preparation. You know, it's on me. I did a couple of things in the off season that I'm probably not going to do next time. And it's on me, I guess. My body's not in good enough shape, and yeah, you live and you learn.
What was going through your mind in the last set, Nick? You're in a lot of the breaks, shaking your head as you were sitting down there. What was going through your head?
A lot of emotions. You know, you're close to winning. You know, a lot of emotions. Yeah, just a lot of stuff's going through my head at that stage. I'm not really I'm disappointed, but you know, I'm okay. Like, I'm all right. You know, the world keeps spinning. Like, great. Like, I lost one match.
You talked about having your preparation not being that good. In the future, how do you think you can change that? Do you have any thoughts about that, or getting a team or a coach, or any thoughts about that, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, the coach is always a question mark for me. I think that's one area where I obviously need to start taking it a bit more seriously. I mean, I don't think there's anyone in the top 100 without a coach except for me, so that needs to change. But I just got to start taking it more seriously. My pre-season's an important time of the year. You build foundations for the rest of the year, so yeah, it's on me.
Were you always up against it physically, or had you convinced yourself that you were fine for this tournament?
Yeah, I was always up against it, I guess, yeah.
Do you think that loss was, you're talking about your body, but do you attribute that loss to physical problems or to the mental side of the game? Because the fall off in momentum was so dramatic.
Yeah, I think it's mental side of things are big for me. I think that's where a coach would be good. But obviously I wasn't physically not 100%, but it's mental as well. It's a massive part of it. But I mean, he played well as well. You know, I thought he served great today. And I got a lot of respect for him. He fights hard. He deserved it.
Talking about the impact on your team, have you sort of apologised to them or explained yourself afterwards?
Yeah. You know, I think there's a lot of players on tour that sort of in the heat of the moment sort of argue or, you know, give bad words to their box or anything, but, you know, they understand. They know that, you know, I love them, and that's all that matters, really.
Is there a particular coach that you have in mind that you'd like to work with?
I'm not going to answer that.
Nick, is it too soon to start thinking about Davis Cup and whether you'll be ready for that?
Far too soon. Far too soon. I hope I can play though. I love playing for Rusty, and he's always been there for me. So hopefully I can play, but we'll see. There's a lot of good players at the moment that can fill in for my spot and maybe do a better job.
How are you describing it? Do you feel like you're sort of the one getting in your own way?
Yeah, that's how I feel about it all. That's how it's been my whole career, really. I put my head down and want it, then things happen, but it's just me not being able to be consistent, not really wanting it, and then stuff like that happens. So, yeah.
Was it tonight's events that made you realise you need a coach, or did you already know that yourself?
I knew that for a long time, but I kind of like the freedom of just going out there and doing whatever and just going with the flow a little bit. I thought I just like being comfortable.